Hey, what's good everyone? Hope you're doing fantastic. So in my previous video, I talked about how I'm going to be using my channel to talk about my program in naturopathic medicine and my journey and things like that, but it's quite hard for me to be doing that when I don't really give a context of what naturopathic medicine is and what naturopathic doctors do. So that's what I'm going to be doing today so that you can have a little bit of knowledge of what it is. And it's totally okay that you don't know what it was and you still don't really know what it is, or like if you think it's like some weird thing, because for me, like, I didn't know anything about it until I researched into it or talked to other people who are in that field about it. And before we start, I want to just kind of put it out there that whatever I talk about might not be the exact same as what other people in that field believe in. It's a little tricky to kind of talk about the definition and different aspects of the medicine and what the doctors do, because there really isn't like a full 100% agreement on those. So this is kind of my definition and my outlook from what I've just learned over the months that I've been here. And you know, like, it might change within the next 4 years or be like fine-tuned here and there, but as for now, this is my definition and it might not be the same as other people's. That was really repetitive. Okay, enough rambling and let's get started. So this is basically the number one question that everybody asks about naturopathic medicine, and that is, what is naturopathic medicine? So I'm going to be giving you guys the definition that I got from the American Association of Naturopathic Physicians. So their definition is that it is a distinct primary healthcare profession emphasizing prevention, treatment, and optimal health through the use of therapeutic methods and substances that encourage individuals' inherent self-healing process. The practice of naturopathic medicine includes modern and traditional, scientific, and empirical methods. This is just one definition of it. It's probably the best one because it's from the association. I mean, they definitely have that credibility. One thing that I mentioned before is that everybody's definition is different, so this might be something like other doctors in the field would look at and be like, I don't really agree with that, or like, yeah, I guess. Or some people might be like, oh my god, yes, like perfect, on point, fleek. The one thing that for me personally I wish it had was mentioning of the principles that the medicine is built upon, because a lot of people don't know that it's built upon principles. And so you might be asking, what are these principles? And for naturopathic medicine, it's built upon 6 principles, which are the healing power of nature, identify and treat the cause, first do no harm, doctor as a teacher, treat the whole person, and prevention. So I'm going to take a little bit of a moment to kind of talk about each of them briefly. So the first one is the healing power of nature. So this phrase signifies that the body has this really cool ability to self-heal, and the naturopathic doctors find and remove kind of like the obstacles that are in the way, so that once you remove that, the healing, the self-healing can occur by itself. Number 2 is identify and treat the causes. Now the phrase already kind of states itself, but it just means to find and treat the cause of that disease rather than just masking it or just getting rid of the symptoms, but the disease might still be present. 3, first do no harm. And it just means using the least harm and force possible to diagnose and treat the illness. So that would include like avoiding any side effects or minimizing possible risks in the process of the treatment. Number 4 is doctor as teacher. It means educating your patients so that you can encourage them to take charge and take care of their own health, as well as developing a genuine, solid doctor-patient relationship for that kind of support that the patient needs. Number 5 is treat the whole person. This one is stating that instead of focusing on the treatment of the symptoms of the disease, you're actually looking at every aspect of this patient. So that's like physical, emotional, mental, genetics, environmental, social, bunch of different aspects, because those different factors definitely attribute to a person's health. And number 6 is prevention. So this means reducing any possible risk factors and intercepting in order to prevent a disease from occurring. And by doing that, the doctors are basically helping to create that perfect conditions for health. So I hope that kind of gave you some idea of what naturopathic medicine is. If not, I'm sorry. So now I'm going to talk about what exactly does a naturopathic doctor do and how is it different compared to a conventional medical doctor. And these are the 2 definitions of naturopathic doctors that I obtained from AANP again, as well as my school's website. And this is like a little interesting thing. For us future naturopathic doctors, we're told that we need to prepare an elevator speech. And basically what it is that it's your definition of what naturopathic medicine is and what naturopathic doctor is. And it's useful in times when you're introducing yourself to other people and like what you do. And you know, a lot of people are going to be asking, what is naturopathic medicine? What is a naturopathic doctor? And this elevator speech kind of is like our preparation answer for that question. So I'm going to be giving you guys my elevator speech. I'm going to state it right now. It's pretty long. It's definitely not fine-tuned. I tried to fine-tune it a lot, but it's still kind of long. So that's probably why a lot of people can't really like agree upon one definition, because everybody just has like a whole different definition. So my definition of that is naturopathic doctors are primary care physicians who focus on the whole well-being of the patients by looking at the entirety of a person and analyzing different systems of the body and treating the patient by enhancing the body's innate ability to heal itself and not causing any harm in the process. NDs are trained in both conventional and naturopathic medicine. They learn the pathologies, diagnoses, and pharmacology and other aspects of conventional medicine. All the while they are learning different modalities of naturopathic medicine like hydrotherapy, botanical medicine, homeopathy, nutrition, and a bunch more. NDs can specialize in specific aspects of health like geriatrics, mental health, environmental medicine, physical medicine, and more. Obviously, that was long and very wordy, and I do need to get it more concise, but that shall occur for the next 4 years of my life. So now, what's the difference between conventional and naturopathic doctors and medicine? So conventional medicine focuses on treating the symptoms of the disease. Drugs, chemicals, or surgeries are used for treatment. Naturopathic medicine is treating disease by finding root cause of the problem, focusing on prevention, enhancing the body's natural ability to heal itself, and also use natural treatments for healing. So that would be like supplements, herbs, vitamins, and they focus on doctor-patient relationship. You know, there's a bunch of other differences, but that's just kind of something I wanted to focus on, and I don't want to go too deep into the nitpicky stuff like that. I don't want to make any statements that might not be true or can cause a riot or a mess or anything like that, but that's just kind of like the key differences that I found interesting. Now, I feel like this whole video is about like disclaimers. I'm not saying one medicine is better than the other. Obviously, I believe in my certain beliefs, and that's why I'm here. You know, there really isn't a generalized ability of both medicine and both doctors. What I mean by that is like, just because like one doctor in a specific field is practicing or doing stuff certain way, whatever it is, just because that one doctor does it doesn't mean everybody else who's in that same field is doing the same thing. And even though I am in a naturopathic medicine field and I love what I'm learning and things like that, the medicine itself has a lot of backlash, especially from the conventional medicine side. And it's sad because I personally believe, and I don't want to, like, obviously I'm biased because I have my beliefs on it, but it's always, you know, it's getting called as like a hippie medicine or witchcraft or like shamanism. And statements like NDs don't know what they're doing, or they don't get trained the same way as conventional medical doctors, or they don't know anything about conventional medicine, because like that's not true. Like we get such rigorous training and education on those kind of things because we have to learn how to do both. There obviously are differences between the two medicines, but both are very valuable, especially to our society and for the public. And I don't think it's about who's better than the other. It's about providing the best care to the patients and creating that optimal condition that each individual can thrive in. That's just my statements. I really hope nobody like comes to kill me at night for my beliefs. But yeah, I know that was a lot of information and a lot of details, and I'm sorry if that gave you any kind of headache or migraine or anything like that, but hopefully it gave you some insight on naturopathic doctors and naturopathic medicine. And even for me who's in this program, like I still have a hard time figuring out my answers and my definition and like trying to understand other people's definition of it, because it's kind of like it really is so unique to like each person. And I know that over the years that I'm here, like it's gonna get more detailed or more concise or more fine-tuned basically. So hopefully it'll improve. But yeah, like I really hope that you guys found this video kind of useful, insightful, and that I can continue to give you guys more insight on it. So if you have any questions, comments, concerns, anything, just leave a comment down below and I'll try to answer it to my best abilities. I hope. I really hope you guys enjoyed that, and I hope to see you soon. Bye.